everybody, welcome back. Come on back and watch this funny little video because today we're having tuna casserole. It's an oldie but a goodie, and it's about to freeze in Houston, Texas. I know, we're usually on fire and tomorrow we're gonna freeze. So I wanted comfort food and I wanted something warm, and it reminds me of Campbell's soup. So I brought out all the Campbell's soup stuff that I like, and I'm going to share this recipe with you. Like I tell you, it's an oldie but a goodie, and I got it out of this cookbook. And I also have like a Rolodex cards, but I love this cookbook. My kitty cat likes to eat books. That's why the book is, she's 20 years old. She's still around, but she ate this book 20 years ago. So this is one of the best ones. They have a lot of Campbell's soup stuff out there. So anyway, come on back real quick because I want to show you my new glass. It's not a new one, but my husband got me the Froghorn Leghorn vintage glass. I know, I was so excited. It's out of the Bama collection. I didn't have this one, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of this Chardonnay, California Chardonnay, and I want to try this out. You know, it's a little, I usually go for the flavor ones, so this is probably going to be a little bit, oh yeah, it's a little tart. It's a little tart, but it was, you know, I thought, oh, white wine. I thought, you know, with some pasta, I thought we're going to try this out. So anyway, I say, come on over here for some tuna casserole. I know, not everyone's talented enough to be able to do cartoon voices like I am, but I love Froghorn Leghorn. I love all the old cartoons. So anyway, come on back here. I'm laughing so hard. One more sip. You may have all this stuff, guys. You may have all this in your oven already. Let me scoot that out of the way. Okay, you're gonna get your egg noodles. And here's the good part, guys. I didn't even know this. You can go low calorie on this. You can do no yolks, and you can get the big bag. I just got the regular noodles, but I noticed they had the cream of mushroom, fat-free. I used it on my first batch. On this batch, I'm gonna use the regular one. I just thought, oh, I'm gonna use the regular one. And Paul, trust me, my husband won't eat anything fat-free. He just won't. So anyway, so you're gonna get your tuna, you're gonna get your cheese. I do a plainer version of this. I don't like the peas and all that. I know people add peas, they add carrots, they do mixed vegetables, onions and all that. I don't do that. I do a very plain one. So anyway, so get your egg noodles, and they're almost getting a little stiff. I was getting scared. I thought, oh no. I know, but there was a superstition. I have to share this with you because it's almost ridiculous. In my house, if I didn't have tuna casserole once a week, and my mom would be like, well, you know, it's getting late. I don't have time to make it. And I said, you have to make it, because if you don't make tuna casserole, I'm going to drop my baton. I was a majorette, and if I didn't eat tuna casserole once a week, I was scared I'd drop my baton on Friday night. And by this time, I was twirling with 2 batons. And I had a lot of hustlers that were like, hey, you know, I'd be walking out there and they'd be like, hey, I got $10 on you. You better not drop it. Or I got $20. And I was like sweating it. I'm like, oh my God, I can't drop this, you know? And I would like think, oh my God, like I don't have enough problems. Everybody's betting money on me at this point in high school. And I mean, that's just craziness, I know. But if I had tuna casserole, I never dropped my baton. I know, ridiculous. Crazy superstition. I still think about it, and that's why I thought I'm having this today. So anyway, you're gonna get this is so funny. I know. I can't even believe I shared that with anybody. But you're gonna get your egg noodles, low cal, no egg yolk, or you're gonna get the regular ones. I got the regular ones, and I layer mine. I don't know, some people, you know, I kind of mix it a little bit, but you're just gonna fold it in there, guys. I notice people mix it really, really tight, you know, like a cake mix. I don't do that. I blend my cream of mushroom in there. I just kind of blend it. I don't know if you can hear Elvis. Woo, it's my favorite. I just kind of blend. I don't mix in a real tight deal because I don't want to break up my noodles. I don't want to mess up my pan. And it's just good. It's just good. But, you know, use the one you want. You know, use the one you want. And I noticed some people on some of these recipes, my recipe in my book is very plain, but I noticed some even use a cream of celery. I've never even heard of that. I was kind of like, what? So some people add a cream of celery. And then you're going to add your tuna. Use the tuna you want. I used a chunk white. I just like it. You can use the regular one. You know, you can use the cheap tuna. It doesn't even matter because it's so good. And, you know, I just pile on my little tablespoons here. I go with my little tablespoons all around, and then I just kind of blend it just a little bit. Nothing major, nothing major. I just kind of mix it in there. And I bake this, guys, at 350. When I'm all done, I put my products in here. If you want to add salt and pepper, you can. You don't have to, because all this has enough salt in it. So I just kind of set this all in here. Then I add my cheese. You add the cheese you want. If you want white cheese, you want provolone, whatever, you know. Some people use Parmesan, I noticed. I like a little bit of the cheddar, just American cheddar cheese. And, you know, oops, just kind of coat this on top. So good, so good, so good. And I just kind of, you know, you don't have to cover the whole thing. And if you want to top it off, like I tell you, I don't use veggies. I top mine off with a little bit of breadcrumbs. Just a little bit. Just a little bit well, I'm sorry, these are breadcrumbs, crackers. I use crushed crackers. So I just used a little Keebler crackers that I had, you know. You can use saltines, you can use Ritz crackers. I just thought they were good. And you're gonna, like I tell you, you're gonna bake this. 350, I go 25 minutes, 350, 375, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I love it. I love this. It's comfort food. I haven't had this in about a year. I was missing it, and I thought it's gonna be so cold, and that's what made me think about soup, and I thought it's casserole season, and I gotta live it up, guys. I gotta turn on that oven when I can, because it'll be 106 by June, you know, especially around Texas. So come on back here real quick, because through the magic of TV, I already made one. I know. Let me use my little Cork thing. It's super hot. Well, it's not too hot now. It got a little cooler. And let me grab one of these. Let me grab a little, oh my gosh, it looks so good. And I'm starving. You know, when I do these videos, I don't eat all day because I'm just like, well, I'm not gonna have breakfast, I thought, because I'm doing this. This looks so good. Oh my gosh. So as you can see, everything melted together. I've got it on my Cork little thing that I made last week. Let me get all this stuff out of here. Let me try this out. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I know, it's probably not like, and you know, it's so weird when your mom makes something, it's just so much better. But I'm, you know, I thought, how hard can it be, you know? I gotta do the happy dance, guys. I love it. It's just good. Takes me back. I like the whole thing. I like the mix. I like the cheese. I like everything melted in there. But if you want to add veggies, you want to clean it up, Parmesan, a different type of cheese, fat-free, regular, do what you want to do. And I noticed they even had like a whole deal with where they were adding some greens to it. You know, they're adding a little bit of spinach. So there's like a whole new thing on this. So it's just kind of weird. I'm like, this has been around forever. So good. So good, guys. I cannot even tell you. I love it. And I know it's ridiculous, isn't it? It's just a recipe that's been around forever. So anyway, come on back here real quick because wait till you see my craft. I know it's my last Cork craft, I promise. I kept thinking, do I want to do another Cork craft? And I thought, yeah, we're doing one more. Oops, let me see if I can get this out of the way. Okay, let me show you what I did today. Let me get this out of the way. Let me show you what I did today. Okay, I took these little sprigs off this little plant, this little weird plant, and I made a little magnet, and I'm gonna have this all over. I made several, as you can see behind me. I've got them on my little magnetic tray. These are gonna be on my fridge. You can grab any little sprig, you know, of any kind of like, you know, anything. A succulent, one of these little things. This was on sale after Christmas. And I put a magnet on the back. I just put a screwdriver in there, hot glued it, made this. I'm gonna have my kitchen looking like I'm growing little greenery out of these corks. I like the way it looks because it matches my actual plants in my windowsill, you know, in my kitchen. So I like that. And then I did a little candle, just a little candle I had. I meant to turn it on. I forgot. And I just put this around. No big deal. Just the ones that were cut last week that I boiled and I sliced up. I just put these around the candle. And if you're having a wedding, you're having a party, you can do place cards. I love this idea. I thought when I got married, I thought, where was this idea? All these ideas now. Too bad we didn't have YouTube back in the day. But all you're gonna do, guys, you're gonna take a cork, you're gonna slice it, you're gonna carve out a little bit with the scissors, you know, don't cut yourself, and you're gonna make that little slit right there. You're gonna put whatever you want, Mr. and Mrs., you know, Johnson are sitting right here. So then you're gonna, you're just gonna add that, but you're gonna have to slice it off straight along the bottom. And that wasn't too hard. I just went along the side, sliced it up, and you make your little placement cards. This is great for a wedding, anniversary party, any kind of thing, maybe a buffet. You want to put cheese tray out there. You put your, your cheese, American cheese, Swiss cheese, whatever. I love this idea. But then I made a pedestal for my candles. As you can see, I just took this is a plain piece of plywood, little wooden plate here, a dollar store plate. They're all over. And I glued these on the bottom, made little feet out of them. And that's my little holder so that my furniture doesn't get too hot and burn whenever I'm lighting a candle. I love it. It worked. And I'm sticking with it. I thought I'm doing several of these. So I've got one behind me. And I made made a couple little plates. And I also did the magnets. And I love it. But whatever you do, when you do the magnets, guys, make sure you get the magnetic part on the outside, because you can goof up and then it won't stick. So make sure that you actually get the magnetic part that sticks on the outside. But it's just I use glue, regular hot glue gun. No big deal, super easy. I love it. 2 big thumbs up for these silly little projects. I went back into time a little bit, like I tell you, to make that silly little recipe. Everybody had this, I think, growing up. I know some people used potato chips on top. Some people even used cornflakes. I read cornflakes, and I was like, what? So anyway, thank you for coming along, guys. I appreciate you stopping by. And Froghorn Leghorn, love this glass. I know most husbands have to give diamonds and jewelry. My husband's like, hey, look what I got you. I'm like, woohoo. Thank you. Another vintage glass for my collection. So I say, thank you for stopping by. Take care, guys. Big hello, big kisses. Bye.